Hey everyone, I'm Mindy Banks, the Flip Flop Chef. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to get ready for all the summer parties and gatherings that you have coming up in the next weeks and months. I have so much to share with you. I've done tons of prep work ahead of time, so this should go really quickly. We're going to start off by making some drinks. Then I'm going to show you how to make fruit trays, veggie trays, also sharing Pampered Chef's brand new rectangular cool and serve product. I have the cookies and cream icebox cake. I cannot wait to try this, you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. As you're joining, I hope you'll leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from and let me know if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. We're gonna start off by making some fruit infused water. I have two of our cold brew pitchers here. We're gonna make two different flavor infused waters. And these are so quick, so easy. I've already prepped everything. So I'm gonna zoom in and show you guys a little bit more up close here. Rearrange a couple things there. All right, so these are the cold brew pitchers here. They have this little sleeve. I'm actually gonna take this one off so that you can see a little bit more of what's going on the inside of this pitcher. The sleeve is actually so that you can use this with hot liquids. So if you were gonna make hot tea, you would have a sleeve to protect you from the glass after it gets hot. So I've got two different flavors. We're gonna make lemon raspberry in this one, and then I have orange basil in the other one. So both of these really easy, really delicious. You can take whatever fruit and herbs that you have in your refrigerator. You don't have to really plan ahead a lot for fruit infused water. Now, if you wanted to make cold brew coffee, you do get the coffee filter with our cold brew pitcher. You just add your coffee grounds to the filter, and then the little ring or the rim of the the holder here attaches to this just like it does the infuser. So we're gonna just pour some water right over the top into both of these pitchers, and then I'll set these aside. You want to do this at least an hour before you're ready to serve it. Longer is even better. So we're going to fill this. So lemon raspberry and orange basil. I love basil, it's my favorite herb, so I love kind of using this for something other than a savory dish. All right, so we've got our infused water ready to go. So I'm gonna put the lid on these, I'm gonna set these aside, and then I'm gonna show you how to make the perfect party punch. This recipe is so quick and easy as well. All right, we're gonna use Pampered Chef's gallon-sized quick stir pitcher. I love this because it has the plunger built right in, and I'll show you that in just a second. We're gonna use 6 cups of cranberry juice cocktail. I do recommend the cocktail version rather than the just cranberry juice for this recipe. It's just a little bit sweeter. So we're gonna do 6 cups of this, and then we're gonna add some other ingredients. I'm gonna save the ginger ale for the end. So we're gonna start with 4 cups. The drinks can be super easy for your parties. You don't have to go overboard with the drinks. Water, a punch, if you're gonna serve wine, that's always easy. Just grab a bottle and open it. All right, so we've got our cranberry juice cocktail. We're gonna add in a half a can of frozen orange juice concentrate and a half a can of frozen pineapple. Now, this recipe calls for 1 can of orange pineapple, but we didn't find that at the store. So we're gonna improvise. And the good news with this is we have enough to make a second recipe. So I'm gonna pour half of that in there. And I love these lids. They actually look like they might reseal. All right, so half of the orange, half of the pineapple. Wash your hands there. Okay, and we're gonna also add 3 cans of ginger ale, but I'm gonna wait and do the ginger ale right before I'm ready to serve this. So 3 cans of ginger ale is gonna go into our quick stir pitcher. I'm gonna put the plunger in here. I always recommend that you mix this part first anyways, because you're not dealing with any of the carbonation when you mix it at this stage. So when you add the carbonation, you have to be really careful to plunge slowly because it can actually fizz up over the top. Now we're gonna add an orange. So let me grab a knife here. We're just going to slice 1 orange, and this will be the garnish for our punch. super quick, super easy, and I do recommend that you make this ahead of time so that it has time to get cold in the refrigerator, and make sure you keep your ginger ale refrigerated also. There you go. So all we have left to do for this is to add in the ginger ale. Let me set this aside. All right, you guys, so excited to share all this with you. I have so much going on here. I want to make sure we get everything covered. So I want to talk to you about our Cool and Serve line. I know some of you guys probably have some of Pampered Chef's Cool and Serve products already, but this is our newest product. This is the Cool and Serve rectangular size, and it's like a 9x13. This mark is just fogged from the little freezer mats, which I'm going to show you in just a second. But in this, you guys, this is the easiest dessert I may have ever made. All you do to make this is you're going to layer Oreo cookies on the bottom, and check this out. This piece comes out. So this is the only part that has food in it. So I did a layer of Oreo cookies, and then I made a whipped cream layer, which is just heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, and some vanilla. Put half of that on top of the first layer of Oreos. Then you're gonna do a second layer of Oreos, a second layer of whipped cream, and then I chopped up more Oreos on the top. So y'all, this is gonna be so good. So we're gonna put our freezer containers, or freezer mats rather, right inside of the base of the rectangular server, and place this on the top, and then put the lid on. And you can store this in the refrigerator, but store it without the freezer mats so that you're saving those for when you're ready to serve it. So for now, I'm gonna set this aside. This will be ready for the party. Now let's make our vegetable tray. So I've got some vegetables already started here. This is the large Cool and Serve tray. So you can see I've already got a couple of things going on here. The cool thing about these is that the lids actually store underneath. I'm gonna wipe this dip off so I don't get it on the bottom of the tray. But look, you can just put the lid right underneath the bottom of the tray, and it's gonna keep it from getting lost while you're serving this or getting damaged. You get 2 freezer mats with this size, and one side has the deviled egg trays and the other side is flat. So I'm using the flat side today. In this little container right here, I have a vegetable dip made with Pampered Chef's all-purpose dill mix. If you've never used our seasonings before, I encourage you to try them. They are all gluten-free and they're kosher and they're amazing. So this is the same dip that I use when I make the chicken and broccoli braid. Love that one. On this side right here, I have another dip. This one is Greek yogurt with our brand new South Carolina barbecue sauce. Barbecue rub. I just mixed Greek yogurt with a tablespoon of 1 cup of yogurt with a tablespoon of the rub. And then over here, this is a cup of sour cream, cup of mayonnaise with a tablespoon of our all-purpose dill mix. And these actually make a little bit more, so you could cut the recipe in half if you like. Now, I just have some sweet peppers on this side because those are really pretty on the vegetable tray. But I want to show you a couple of fun tools from Pampered Chef. And we're gonna add a couple of other vegetables to our tray. So you guys, if you haven't seen the Rapid Prep Mandolin yet, you have got to check this out. It is really amazing. I used this yesterday to make a veggie pizza, and I was able to slice my veggies right in here with this. So this is your little tray. This just slides right in, just like that. I'm actually gonna move this under my cutting mat a little bit. And then this here is just the food holder, and then the little plunger. So to get this all set up, you're gonna slide this little piece down, and then you attach this piece right here. Flip this around. I'm gonna pop this out, and you're gonna set, I should have shown you this first. You're gonna set your desired slice. So we have slicing, we have a julienne cut, and a French fry cut. So you decide what you want, and you decide how thick you want it to be. So we have a perfect julienne fry setting and a perfect French fry setting. So I think I'm gonna do a 3 on the slicing for my zucchini. There we go. And I'm just gonna take a knife here and slice off the ends of my zucchini. You guys, the words aren't coming to me today. All right. And then all you're gonna do is just slice. How cool is this? I'm gonna make a little bit of noise for a second, you guys. What do you think? So we have our zucchini. Love this rapid prep mandolin. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm gonna slide these over into my vegetable tray. And then we're gonna do our carrots. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm happy to answer those after I'm done with the video. And I appreciate you guys watching. I'd love for you guys to like and share my videos. And make sure you join my recipe community also. You can find that at theflipflopchef.com. And I have thousands of recipes in that group. I give away a prize every single Friday. And there's lots of free cookbooks there as well. All right, now let's get our carrots ready to go. And I'm gonna show you a couple of fun tools here. So let me zoom in again so that you can see what I'm doing. We're gonna use our crinkle cutter and our serrated peeler for the carrots. So our serrated peeler has little teeny tiny teeth, so it's not your typical vegetable peeler. I like this because it's great for kiwi, peaches, nectarines, anything that has a softer skin, but it will also work on all the same vegetables that you're used to using a regular vegetable peeler for. So like carrots, potatoes, sweet potatoes, cucumbers, all that stuff. All right, so we're gonna start with one, and I'm gonna use our crinkle cutter to slice this into some fun sticks. So this is our crinkle cutter. If you've never seen this, we restyled this a few years ago, made it more ergonomic. So I'm gonna cut this in half first, and then basically what you're gonna be doing is you're just going to continue to make slices of your carrots with your crinkle cutter. See that? So we're gonna toss these in, and you'll get to see me do this a little bit more before we move on to the next recipe. So I can't wait to hear what you guys are gonna be making this summer at all of your parties. This is so perfect for all your pool parties, and if you guys are entertaining on the boat or at the beach, the lake, let me know where you guys are gonna be going this summer, what you're gonna be doing. I know everybody's excited to get out and about. It's been a really long year and a half. All right, we're gonna do one more, and then I'll show you a couple other fun tools. I've got an Appleberry Salsa recipe that I'm gonna show you how to make here in just a few minutes. I've got a caramel dip, lots of great recipes. And these are all really easy, and they're so fresh. You've got fruits and vegetables, you've got refreshing dips, and then of course we have our cookies and cream icebox cake. All right. All right, let me zoom out so you guys can see, and I will finish adding a few more carrots to this, but check this out. This is our, I don't want to tilt this too much that direction. This one's really full over here. So you've got our zucchinis, carrots, peppers, and our dips. So let me put the lid on here. So I can get all those zucchini in there. Set this aside. All right, can't wait to hear what you guys think. I always love going back and reading the comments after the videos are over. Okay, so next up, this one is super, super easy. And these cool and serve trays also come with the little inserts. I don't have one in this one right now, it's in the freezer, but I'll show you another one in just a few minutes. We're gonna cheat on this one. We're gonna use pre-made pimento cheese. And this is the Palmetto brand. I love this. You can always make your own pimento cheese if you want. I'm gonna just scoop this in. See if we can get it all, well, most of it. All right, so I will give you guys a close-up of this because I used this recently for another recipe and I had some questions about what exactly it is. So this is called Palmetto cheese, that's the brand. And well, actually it's Polly's Island is the brand, but it's called Palmetto cheese. So it's a home-style pimento cheese. You can get this at Walmart, Sam's, Publix. Put this lid on and I'll set this aside. All right, I'm gonna dump this real quick and I'll fill you guys in on that in just a few minutes. But let's go ahead and get the next tray going. So for this one, we're gonna have apples with caramel, and I'm gonna use Pampered Chef, our apple wedger for this one. So I've got 4 apples here. I like Granny Smith, but you can use whatever you like. Make sure you wash all your produce first. Take the little protective cover off of this. You're gonna just line up the apple wedger with the core. Press straight down, and you see how this pours it and wedges it. So what I'm actually gonna do here is I'm gonna pull these through the top. You don't wanna go from the bottom. So you can actually just kind of see how I'm holding with my thumb and my index finger. Hold this down and peel these off from the top. The bottom is where the blades are, so you definitely don't want to get your fingers down there. So I'm just gonna peel these off. We're gonna do 4 of these, and I'm gonna show you a trick to keep these from browning. So pop these out, 2 more to go. And if you haven't commented yet, let me know where you're watching from, if you're watching the replay, or if you're watching live. All right, I think I'm gonna just do 3. And if I need another one, I'll add another one. My bowl is almost full here. So this is the trick, you guys, to keep your apples from browning. Get a can of Sprite, can of ginger ale, and whichever one you want, 7-Up too, if that's your preference or what you have on hand. All right. Now after the video, I will definitely post pictures of these recipes in my recipe group with the instructions on how to make all of these trays. All right, now I like to kind of turn these so that I make sure the skins are up and all of the apple is in the Sprite, okay? So let me set this aside. Actually, I'll show you this first. We're gonna put this in this tray. So I have some caramel sauce made in Pampered Chef's Deluxe Cooking Blender. I'll put the apples on the side. Okay, hope you guys are keeping up with me. Got lots that I'm covering with you guys today. So this is another cool insert tray. Now this one, I have our 5-section insert. Let's see if I can get my fingers in here. So this is a different insert that has different capacities. So we used the 2-sided one before, but this is a great 5-section insert, and you can put the little freezer mats right in the bottom. So for this one I have, whoops, I have pineapple, strawberry, blueberries, raspberries, and watermelon on this fruit tray. Now you guys, I didn't mention this, but you can actually stack these trays in the refrigerator. And so they also fit in a side-by-side refrigerator too. So that's a question I get a lot, but I love that I can just make these, slide them in the fridge, stack them up, and they'll be ready when I need them. So let me set this one aside. We're gonna make some guacamole, and we're gonna use our new avocado tool. If you haven't seen this yet, you're definitely going to want one. Now, this cool and serve tray right here is the 1 quart. Actually, you know what? It might be 1.5. I'm questioning myself now. So 1 or 1.5. We'll check that out later. I'll be sure to put links to all of these products in the video as well. But this is the container that we're gonna put the food in. And this is the outside of the container. We're gonna put our little freezer mat in the bottom of this bowl. And then this goes right on the top there. We're gonna make our guacamole in here. Actually, I'm gonna get a small mixing bowl. Let me grab that real quick, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I wanna do this in a mixing bowl and then transfer it over so that it stays nice and neat. So what we're gonna do first is we're going to take some avocados here. We're gonna use the Avocado Tool that I was just telling you about. This is a relatively new product from Pampered Chef. By the way, one side is really sharp and then the other side is dull. So make sure that you are paying attention to where your hand is when you are using it. This one might not be ripe enough. We're gonna try and see. All right, so with this, you're not gonna use the sharp edge to scoop this out. We're gonna just scoop it out like this. This side of the tool has a little pit removal. You're gonna just slide that like that. Super easy, right? Scoop these out. We're gonna do 3 avocados. Whoops, I should have saved this one for last because I'm making a big mess with it. All right, so after we make the guacamole, we're gonna make our Appleberry Salsa, and then I'll have everything I need for the perfect summer party. Fresh ingredients, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, and I didn't do a good job on this one, you guys. All right, it says pampered, not perfect. I'm not gonna cut myself on camera, so I'll work on that one later. Whoops, my hands are getting slippery. Let's see if I can do this one better. All right, go with it, right? This is real life. That's what happens in y'all's kitchens too, right? That pitch just falling right out. All right, a little bit more. This one's super ripe. I'm just gonna scrape it out. We're smushing all this anyways. Toss this in the garbage. If you like guacamole, you're gonna love Pampered Chef's Guacamole Seasoning, and that's what we're gonna use to mix this up. In my space here, I'm just gonna continue to make a bigger mess. So what we're gonna do, we have 3 avocados, even though I haven't put the whole, this whole one in. I'll add that in a bit. So we're gonna do 1 tablespoon per avocado. So 3 avocados, 3 tablespoons of our guacamole seasoning mix. You guys have to get this. And one of my customers told me that she adds a can of drained Rotel to her guacamole when she makes it. So I'm gonna try that for the first time today. And we're gonna use our salad choppers, which one of my favorite products that I use almost every time I cook. We're gonna just chop the guacamole seasoning and the Rotel all together. And we'll have a really nice, fresh guacamole. All right, let's see here. Get all this out. I don't want it to be smushed, so I kind of want it a little bit chunky. So check this out. We've got a really pretty, colorful guacamole, and I will serve this in the smaller of the 2 cool and serve bowls. And I'm gonna add this additional avocado after I'm off camera. So I'm gonna set that aside. And then let's go ahead and make our Appleberry Salsa. So let me grab a couple things here. You guys are gonna love what I have to show you. All right, so for this, we are gonna serve this with homemade cinnamon chips. These are just tortilla chips that I cut into little chips, like little triangles, and put these in the air fryer. I spritzed them with oil and sprinkled them with cinnamon and sugar. So this is perfect for the Appleberry Salsa. And I'm gonna serve this in the larger of the cool and serve bowls. So these also come with the little freezer mats. I don't have one in this one. I wanted to keep some of them in the freezer because I actually am hosting a party later today. And that's what all this food is for. Let me dry this out. So I wanted to keep them nice and cold. All right, so let's get started. So we need strawberries, kiwi. These are the most giant kiwi I think I've ever seen. We need some apples. We need orange. I've got brown sugar, and I have some strawberry jelly. And I need to grab my juicer and my zester. Let's see. All right, I like to have everything out and ready, but I missed a few things today, so bear with me. I've got a pound of strawberries in our classic batter bowl. I love these because they have a lid. I'm gonna chop these strawberries using salad choppers. So this is a clean pair of salad choppers, not the same ones I used for the guacamole. All right, I'm just gonna give these a rough chop. I'm going to add in some brown sugar, so 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I have 2 tablespoons of strawberry jelly. I actually made this jelly this morning, also in Pampered Chef's Deluxe Cooking Blender. Love that. I don't know that we'll ever buy store-bought jam ever again because it's just so amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and add our kiwi. I'm gonna show you guys a fun way to peel these, and hopefully this funky size and shape doesn't make this too hard for me. If it does, then I will get my serrated peeler, because you can certainly use the serrated peeler for kiwi also. So I cut the ends off, and I made a little slit on the side. You're gonna take a spoon from your silverware drawer, and you're just going to slide it. Yeah, it's kind of a funky shape. So we're gonna go, it's almost like these are 2 kiwis that grew together. There we go. So you just use the back of your spoon and just scrape these out. Just like that. And cut these into chunks, put it in there. We're gonna do this again. I'm just using our paring knife on the ends, making a little slit in the side, And again, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just sliding this underneath. This one's a little bit more cooperative. Usually these are a nice oval shape, but today we've got a little craziness here. All right, so we're gonna toss the kiwi in. And we're gonna add some orange juice, orange zest, and some apples. So let's go ahead and do the zest. This is our new juicer with the zester attachment here. I love this because I can actually zest this first and then juice it on top, and the juice is going to help me pour the zest into our bowl here. So I'm just gonna slide this back and forth. Check this out, you guys. Look, you're getting all this beautiful zest. It smells so good. And these are just navel oranges. You could use whatever oranges you like to buy. I really like Honey Bells, and I like Cara oranges. They're like the blood oranges. So any orange that you like. You could even use tangerines for this. All right. So we've got some zest right here. I'm just gonna scrape this into our bigger bowl over here. And then we're gonna replace that lid with our juicer lid. Grab my knife from earlier when we made our punch. Take the orange, put it on the top, and you're just going to twist around. This is like your traditional juicer here. I think I could have just done one of these, but we're gonna pour about, well, I'm gonna pour all of it in there. I don't wanna waste any of that zest. And of course that's dishwasher safe. Okay, so now for, we've got the apples left. I am gonna just give this a nice chop. Chop this a little bit along the way. And then we're gonna add our apples. And I'm gonna use our apple peeler quarter slicer. So you guys, this is so fun to talk about. I have had this apple peeler quarter slicer since I purchased my starter kit with Pampered Chef in 1999. So this thing is like, what, 22 and a half years old? And you can tell the wear on my little stand here as well. So what we're gonna do, let me see if I can hold this where you guys can see. There is a little button right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm gonna push the button and then pull back on the handle. Let me widen this a little bit, give me a little more space. And I'm gonna take my apple, I'm gonna press it in the little prongs. I'm gonna press this again, slide it till it's up against the blade, and then just start twisting. Got a little piece stuck in there. There we go. And I'm not worried about a couple little peels along the way. And you can adjust your blade. Watch this, you can just pull this back and the core falls right out. All right, so we're gonna do this again. So this peels it, cores it, and slices it all at one time. This is so perfect if you like making apple pies. Look at this. So look, cored, sliced, and peeled. You could use this on potatoes too if you like. All right. Oops. Fruit is messy, right? I've got a sticky mess up here. Okay, and so I'll take my knife and I'm just gonna cut these in half. So if you're making an apple pie, this is perfect for your apple pie. I'm not making an apple pie. Throw this one away. So I'm gonna toss this in here, get rid of my trash. Let's see. Clean up as I go, right? And then we're gonna take our salad choppers, chop the apples right into the berry mixture. So again, if you joined after I started making this, of course you can watch the replay, but we have strawberries, kiwi, apples, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of strawberry jelly, and you can use whatever jelly flavor you like. I've used grape and apple and blueberry. You can use whatever you like. So strawberries, apples, kiwi, a little orange zest, orange juice. All right, let's see. We're gonna put this in our larger cool and serve. It's probably not gonna fill it up, but that's okay. You could double this recipe if you have a lot of people that you're serving, but this does go a long way. All right. Let's see, so here we go. We have our Appleberry Salsa, and I will put the lid on this and set it aside, and I just have one more quick thing to show you guys. Let me grab a new cutting board. All right, so I've got this beautiful bowl of fruit here, and you could of course do this in a cool and serve if you like, but I have some grapes in here. Make sure you always wash all your fruits. I'm gonna take our serrated knife. I like using a serrated knife for this. This is part of our forged cutlery line. I'm just gonna slice these like this, and I'll show you something that I do. I don't know if you like eating oranges where you just bite into the slice, but I don't like getting this white membrane, so it's kind of bitter and it gets stuck in your teeth, so I just try to cut that out because it makes it easier for my party guests to enjoy their fruit. So I'm gonna do 3 oranges, and I've just got a bunch of grapes there, and this is just a really pretty display, and I'm using one of Pampered Chef's stoneware bowls for this. If you guys have any questions about anything, please leave them in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer those after I'm done recording. I appreciate you guys joining me today, and as always, please like and share my videos. Join my recipe community if you haven't already. You can find it at theflipflopchef.com. I will finish doing these oranges off camera. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have lots of ideas for your next summer party. I'll see you next time.